The director will be fired because some of these employees that were arrested are connected to the people who lobby people out at the J1.
No, I don't think he will be fired.
Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So this week, the government of South Sudan discovered that there were over 400 forged academic certificates, and they were contemplating on publishing the list of shame.
Wow.
The people that own those fake academic papers. And then in another separate story, the director of civil registry, nationality, passport, and immigration stated that some of the employees were arrested over fraudulent practices in the documents processing because some of them were actually extorting funds from the public by issuing invalid documents like visas, nationalities, and passport.
Like ID.
Through forgery. So, what do you think the government of South Sudan will have to do to prevent this high level of theft and forgery in all the public offices and ministries and whatever? What do you think they should do?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is going cashless, making sure that they have an online system where people will be paying, making payments, so that when you make a payment, then you go and process your documents. Let's say the travel document, if you don't have a passport, if you are turning 18, or like if you are an adult but never got your ID, the national ID card, then you go and process it. The same with applying for passport and for those who are applying for visas. So, because I know, like when I went to apply for a passport, I had to pay cash. Like you had to literally go with cash money and then you count it to whoever is sitting in front of you, the person who's processing your documents. And then, so like that leaves me questioning, like, how sure are you that this money actually reaches the top management? Someone can easily misplace the money, right? Or if they put it like in the cabinet, because everyone has a screen in front of them and then there's some cabinet under the table. You put it inside the cabinet and then you forget to lock it. Or whether they don't have locks. And then you go for your tea break, lunch break, you stay there for an hour. Then that money can easily be stolen by someone. Someone can just enter your cabinet as if they are looking for something that they need, maybe a pen or anything of the sort, to go and help with processing other people's information. But then end up grabbing the money and you can't see. And it's not like there's a CCTV camera pointing towards the cabinet to see whenever funds are kept in and removed. So going cashless will definitely help.
I agree with that. And what I also recommend is having some security features on those documents that they give, so that when somebody go make a fake document, then it will lack that security feature for it. So they will say, but this is not a legit document because it's lacking this security feature for it. And then also when it comes to the controls of how to deal with the money, the person that when you are issuing out the form, the form itself, people should not be paying for it. You give a person the form, they fill it out for free. And then when they go, they give out the document with all the necessary things that are needed there. This is now, they have to pay at a separate person. They go pay, the cashier will be a different person, pay there. And then the document come to a separate person, pick up the document, and then it's taken somewhere to an officer that will check all these forms that has been filled out, that these are legit form from the office that they actually gave this morning. And they make sure that, okay, these are the right form, and then they work on the document. And when they are going to give them to the real owners, somebody should be there that will be making sure that will be educating people that this is how the legit document look like, and the real owner should be picking their personal document, not an intermediary coming to pick for you and go give it to you. because this is where they make their deals. Somebody will come, I will work on it, and then they come take for you. It might be lacking all those security features, but because you are not aware of it, they will just go and say, here's your document. And you did not meet with the right officer to inform you of the security features. You just take that document thinking that is a legit document. So I feel that's how they should be dealing with those public theft. Public theft in that area.
So like, I remember when I went, I'm actually a victim. Is it a victim or a, what do you say?
You're a victim
I'm guilty of somebody else picking up my documents. Because a relative who used to work, I'm not sure if they're still working there, is the one who brought my documents home. So that's somebody that actually legit works in that office. But I followed everything through by myself. And then I also agree with you on making sure that you don't pay at every entry. Because I think when we went, it's been almost 10 years ago, when we went to pick the documents, like there were payments at different places. When you take the documents, you pay, and then when you go and fill them out and all this, and then you have to also go get the passport photo ID.
Photo ID.
Yeah. And then also like you have to fill out Jinsia. It's like a birth certificate.
Yeah.
Like an example of birth certificate, age assessment. You also fill that out at a different location. And then now you come to the main office for passport and nationality. Then you bring that copy that you are given from the place of Jinsia. So you have to pay there, and then you come take the documents now to fill out for your passport and ID. And then they process them together. If you only need the ID, then they'll process the ID. Yeah, so I agree with making sure that you make payments once. For the Jinsia, that's okay. Like you can pay at birth registration for age assessment. And then for these documents like passport and ID, you should be given the forms, fill them out, go and pay. But the person who receives the payment should not be the same person who's processing your documents. There has to be different stages. Yeah. So that people don't like do their own deals. But then because of corruption, right, you find that somebody who is even outside the country can apply for the passport. It's not like they're doing it online. You're doing it through someone who's on the ground in Juba. So long as they have your photo IDs, they just take the passport photos there and then take the forms.
It can be even sent through WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Then they go print it out.
So that's not like, I feel they don't have very strict measures when it comes to that. I know there should be exceptions. Let's say someone is sick, you need those documents urgently, and you're probably at the hospital and you need to travel. So in that case, it's okay. But then there has to be someone who has the power of attorney to go and do those on your behalf. And it has to be proven, especially like medically, that you are not able to go to the office yourself. But then this other thing, like you are okay, you're just somewhere, probably you don't want to go do the hassle and all that. Then I believe that's another way where people cut corners. And then you find that you work, like you collaborate with someone who works in that office, you give them some money, you can even bribe them, and then they go and process your documents, and in a few days they are out. Yet there are some people who have been following up with that process for over a month. Matter they are told they don't have the form something, passports are not there, like those books.
Yeah, that's correct. And as I saw in the comment section, people saying that their nationalities or some of their passport, they had even paid for everything, but it's over 2 to 3 years and they have not received the document. And because they know no one, they have not been able to get it right. And some people say they actually refused to bribe somebody and their thing never came out. And I also saw that people were saying even foreigners are getting these IDs.
Yes.
Because what they do, if you have to send somebody on your behalf, they just bring a paper, you fill it out, you take it in there. When they ask you, they say, yeah, it's a South Sudanese. And you know the way that we have over 63 tribes, right? So how do you determine that this
Who's
one
an
is
actual South Sudanese?
yeah,
and
this
who's
one
not?
is not a South Sudanese. So it becomes real difficult there. And especially because long time ago people used to see if you are more browner than us,
Yeah.
then they know this
You
one is a
have-
foreigner. But now there are some other foreigners that are dark in complexions. You wouldn't be able to judge by the
Like
color of their
Nilots.
skin, right? So you just take in their thing.
Yeah.
So
And
this,
then also South Sudanese have bleach,
yes,
like for
So
women and probably some men also, but majority the women. So there's no proper way of telling, okay, this are you.
yeah. So there should be a like if South Sudan is concerned of
Security.
foreigners having national IDs, then yeah, they should come up with a way of vetting people.
Yeah.
That okay, you are a South Sudanese, we are parents, where do they reside? And then someone go do interview. But we have not reached that level. The countries that do such kind of vetting are countries that have experienced some level of terrorism attack. Those are the ones that do that, like Kenya and Uganda. But for South Sudan, we have the country itself is already fighting itself, so terrorists are not planning to do anything. You guys are killing yourself enough. And for the fake academic papers, what do you think the government should be doing to be discovering this idea or to actually stop it?
So those paper, is it like at primary level, high
At
school?
all level.
All level?
Yeah. High
wow.
school, degree, even some masters.
Damn.
And some of them are coming from South Sudan itself.
And East Africa.
And East
Uganda
Africa.
mostly and Kenya.
Yeah. So the way that I feel they should be handling it is this way. If you are the hiring officer
Yeah.
and the document are brought, then you do the interview.
Yeah.
And when you are making the final decision, you make a phone call, or you have like a section where verification of document is done before the interview itself.
Yeah.
So somebody, like for example, if they say, take for example my high school, Nakuru High School, if you just type in Nakuru High School on Google, the phone number will be there. And then you just made a phone call and say, hey, I'm so and so from South Sudan, I'm calling to confirm, was Jimosi your student between this time and this time? Then the secretary will confirm.
Yeah.
And if you are not a student, then because the government has not come with you for you to make that impromptu informing of them that say this way, they will just say what they know, right?
Yeah.
What they can see in the system.
The system does not recognize a name like that.
Yes.
Maybe like if they have another name also.
So that should be one way. Number two is actually interview itself. So that when you interview people, you'll actually know that this person actually possesses this degree by the way they talk. Because some people will have a degree.
English is not Englishing.
Yes. Somebody will have a class 2 English and is having a degree
Masters.
or some masters there. And when you ask them about a specific term in their field of studies, they have no idea about. So this one, you just take it out.
Also, you want them to start asking people what is botany, what is biology.
It's something so easy, like because you will have the access to information before they actually come for the interview. You know this person studies economics, right?
Yeah.
So when they come, you put in some technical question there for them to answer. What is microeconomics?
I also believe that they should be doing some tests like the one in first world countries, whereby if you are doing an interview, you don't just do the oral interview. Sometimes you are given a test, an online test that you have to do, and there's a certain pass mark. If you don't reach the pass mark, then there's no point of you progressing with the interview to the last stage, like oral interview and references. And I also agree with you on making sure that you verify the information by contacting the school,
institutions.
the institutions, to ensure that this person does not forge. And also they are supposed to, let's say, for example, if you have, you should have a system in place whereby you can easily verify the information. Let's say, for example, Makerere University, they have a specific logo. These are the features of their degrees and stuff. So just scan the documents and check quickly to see, okay, is this degree from River Road or Makerere? That way you are able to know that information. And for those students who are, let's say, someone who cheated in exams, either at primary school level or high school level, when they are proceeding to the next level, let's say tertiary level, college or university, they need to do a test before they enroll to see, and there has to be some pass mark so that you see, okay, if they get this mark, then they can be admitted. And then you also, like, even if you are admitted into a program, if you continuously fail, there has to be some pass mark too for you to progress. If you fail constantly, then you can be allowed to graduate with like half degree. You're not going to get an honors degree, but instead you can just get something like a certificate also, because like it's
that's what they're
to
supposed to do
you
at those schools. But when it comes, this issue came specifically for those working for the government
in the hiring.
In the hiring process.
But then this is where lobbying comes in, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is what I was going to say. When people are looking for a job, they are not interviewed. You hear people that say, I gave my uncle my papers to take them somewhere.
6 years later.
Yes, and you also heard of people saying, when Kir is decreeing people out, people say, he has already decreed out with my papers. You see, so people give out their papers so that they can be hired with no interview at all.
Okay.
So you see, this is what the problem is.
But like, even if they do interview, you'll clearly tell that this person is not competent. But because he has like someone powerful who came and spoke to you and said, this is my niece or this is my nephew, he needs this job and all that, the hiring manager might just end up giving them the position, right? Knowing very well these people are probably unqualified.
Yeah.
So there needs to be nothing about lobbying for people.
Yeah. And sometimes they even squeeze people in where there's no position available for that person.
Yeah.
So long as you are the one that's the leader of or the big boss in that office, just say, please put him in, even if we will be coming here to stand and need some paycheck at the end of the month.
Something small and then go.
Yeah. But I was going to ask you, do you think people who forge or fake the academic papers or the document are working in a private sector, like foreign banks like KCB, Equity, NGOs, or they're just working with the government of South Sudan?
Some of them are most likely working with the government of South Sudan and NGOs, but not the private sector like those Kenyan banks. Because these private sectors, they are in for profit, right? So they'll make sure whoever they hire is someone who is competent enough to ensure that they get the sales that they need and that their operations go accordingly. But then in the NGO and public sectors, these are where people like work with collabos. You just get your person and then you say, oh, this person, they know ABCD and they can be suited for this kind of job. So you find that there's a lot of internal hiring whereby the job opportunities are not advertised for everybody. And then because you know someone who's within the management team, they'll just squeeze you in, like you said earlier. And this happens a lot, like in the NGO sector, in non-governmental organizations, because you'll find that there are specific tribes that are known for working with specific organizations. Yeah. So clearly that tells you that these people will bring their own people. Like so long as you've started working there and then you have someone who's also looking for a job, you'll just come and fix them somewhere. and then you progress that way. And then in the government sector, it's all about lobbying.
Yeah. Well, for me, I would say those with have fake academic papers, they're not working in private sectors like banks. Take for example the Kenyan banks that are operating in South Sudan.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, these people want to make profit. They are in a profit making process or in such line of business. So they won't take chance with people that don't really understand themselves, and they do rigorous interviews when they are hiring people, and they are able to pick that and no, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and you are disqualified. Your name is not shortlisted anymore. And but for NGOs, because I know people will 100% people with a lot of fake academic papers are in the public sector. There are no doubt about it, because people are just being squeezed in. No interview, no nothing. But for the NGOs, it's going to be two ways. The international NGOs, I would say, no, they're hiring the people with the right proper paperwork qualification, because they do interviews anyway, and they are always audited if they're international. If they're international NGOs, they are audited by all means, because where those money come from, people have to account for every dollar. And if you're hiring non-academia or people that have fake papers, it will be easily available through service deliveries, right? People will be able to see.
Yeah, that they're not delivering.
Yeah. But for the local NGOs, this is where you squeeze in your person, because there will be no auditing. And most of other local NGOs, they don't do a lot of work. They need a lot of intelligence, like distributing food and farming and such kind of things. Doesn't need that high level of intelligence, right? So, so that's why it might be that way. Okay. So in my opinion, I'll say 99% of fake papers are working in the public sector with the government.
But these people can doctor the documents, right? Like even auditing. If they know they received a certain amount of money, then unless if the top management is a foreigner, that's where you'll have those rigorous exercise of interviewing and background checks will take place. Otherwise, if you have like an internal management, someone who's a South Sudanese, they would not bother themselves that much. Regardless of whether it's an international NGO or a local non-governmental organization. And then I've come across like different articles whereby people indicate that these people will indicate that this is the amount of money that is going to this, especially with those programs that are aimed at helping people to address certain issues within the society. People indicate that this is the amount that goes to the beneficiaries on the books. But in practice, the amount that these individuals get is less. Sometimes it could be an individual, or like someone is supposed to get like $100 per person, but they get them in pounds, and then they are given something equivalent to around $30. But in their documents, they have indicated this amount. So the best way that this loophole can easily be found is if these auditors audit the books and also reach out to sample of those beneficiaries that are indicated in those books to know like how much they are receiving and the kind of services that are offered to them without the employees knowing that this verification exercise is ongoing.
That kind of thing can only work when people are paid through checks, through bank deposits, not through cash. Because what these people do, they withdraw money. Saying we are going to pay people. So when they check the bank transaction, it will show that amount. But when they actually go to give out the money, it will be a different thing, right? And for an auditor to actually know who are the employees, Yeah, for the real auditor to come and
beneficiaries.
like they have to be permanently employed employees and they work at a specific area. Otherwise, these people can hire some actors to be employees and then be saying, I was paid this amount, the one that the owners are saying that they were paid.
Yeah.
So it can get complicated a little bit. But yeah, so that was for that part. Coming back to the Directory of Civil Registries, Nationality, Passport and Immigration. Do you think the director will be fired because some of these employees that were arrested are connected to the people who lobby people out at the J1?
No, I don't think he will be fired. The only thing that I know is that nothing will happen. They will not follow through with this to ensure that the fraudsters within the system are kicked out. Yeah, no one will follow up with that exercise. But then going forward, what they should do is to make sure that they have checks and balances in place to ensure that whatever documents are being issued are legit, and that whoever is receiving those documents is actually allowed to have such documents legally. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't think, because the trajectory at which the country is going right now, people are thinking we are heading the right direction. So firing people that are actually arresting people making some illegal transaction will be a backlash on them. So this director will not be fired. But the employees being fired, that's where there will be some debate there.
Yeah.
Because, people will cry, I'm the only breadwinner, please, and then they plea. And then they will be told, okay, going forward, don't repeat this kind of mistake, and then they let them in. But once a thief will always be a thief.
Yeah.
They will look for another way of stealing that they will see will be hard to detect.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for Jimosi
So
podcast.
before you go, these are actually the amounts that people pay for passports. For an adult, regular passport is $100. Minors cost $50. And then business passports, they are $400. But a diplomatic passport costs $200, while official, special, lost, and unused passports cost $100 each. And then for a single entry visa for other countries apart from the US, they cost $100. A single entry passport for American citizens is $160. A 3-month multiple regional visas cost $125. And a 3-month multiple visa for other countries costs $200. 6-month multiple regional and other countries visas is $350.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why they would charge diplomatic passports $200, and these people are the ones who have money.
Well,
Business passports $400 and then diplomatic $200.
Maybe diplomatic are South Sudanese and other people. Business people will be they're coming to make millions too, so they have money.
Yeah.
Diplomatic is coming from paycheck.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reasoning.
Yeah. Anyway, and then the regular passports, the $100. Yeah. So these people, if you issue fake passports, 10 of them, that's $1,000.
Just bought yourself a rickshaw and a motorbike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not good. They should style up. Yeah, it's not good. I know the situation is really bad based on the economy, but you don't have to
steal,
destroy the image like this. Yeah, by stealing.
But there are praise in society that so and so is doing.
Is working with this.
Is working and is doing well. Have you seen his bill is nice, Rakuba, and such kind of things? But people don't know this guy is actually stealing.
Yeah.
But because he's stealing in office, they're not labeled as thieves.
So they're the biggest thieves.
Yeah.
No, it's not good. Imagine you are defrauding someone who doesn't have that kind of money. But probably they need the passport to do 1, 2, 3.
Sometimes they're defrauding the system.
Yeah.
Because they will give you the thing, but then might be anyway. So that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please consider subscribing, leave a comment, share, and like.
Yeah, let us know if you have applied for a passport. How much did you pay? Did you get your passport on time, or how long did it take? Are you among those who are still waiting several years later?
Yes.
And don't forget to subscribe so that we get to 2,000 subscribers.
Yes.